going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she love to call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss it. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the gang, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-P-P-Lo, time to bring the bass back.
took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet, every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. Mama crib ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I'm tired of complaining, I gotta bitch change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day these take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it?
Thanks, Coach. Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Ready, set. 55. Right there in the middle. 50, turn to the west.
Switch up. Take four.
Hey, Zoo. Big grip.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll get this to Eckler. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Go.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Let go.
Looking to throw. Flushed out. Can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Set 30 base.
Come for the son.
Blue draw Porker.
Shoot. Check 37. Check 37. Bang, 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 bang.
Yep.
Motion. I'm going.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite... The multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. The first down carry here for Johnson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Townsend to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. On 4th down, Townsend. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Calvin Ridley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know, you're right, because that's part of that's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber. Hey, Alpha. Check.
2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now one in the first quarter. What do they do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some big...
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
61. Hey, Orbit. 42, check.
To throw on 3rd down. Townsend out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Brings up 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They run. It's Johnson. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps them move the sticks. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st down, Bills.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Silent, 64, reach.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Cut, small.
Operating from the gun. Townsend completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Bravo.
Throwing on 1st down. Townsend. This one caught by Ridley. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here we go. 80 weapons. Stick.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Blue draws horses. Hey, box truck. Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Townsend. And that's complete to Cooks. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. They'll set up the throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. 20, 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And it is now 21-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. Already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike. Hey, echo. Check 55.
Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over at their own 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's it. Big hit.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Kerryon Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
30 base. You draw quarter. 2.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Break. 50, Mike 50. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got protein spill. Check. Shit. Hey, Zoo.
On first down, Townsend. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Don't be scared of it. Go. Mike 50. Set the tone.
From the gun, Townsend. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Topper!
Looking to throw. Townsend. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Mike's 50. They're not ready for this.
On 3rd down, Townsend. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ready.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Hard. Check. Crotch. Look at me. Zipper.
They'll throw now on the final play. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Watch twins. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Watch the shift. Go.
To throw on second down. Townsend. And he will find Ridley on the left side. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
65, 65, 65.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Switch it. Hey, Alpha.
Looking to throw on second down. Townsend got his man there complete to Gallup. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Quick the edge. Come.
Hit it.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Off the play fake. Townsend. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Go.
2nd and 1. He's got a man complete. Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Hey!
That's me.
Ready?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Dancing to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. He'll drop to throw.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here's Johnson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And the catch made by Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. On 1st and 10, Townsend. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Kamara. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Down, 50, plant. Hey, orbit.
Hey, check. Mike's 42. Mike's 42. All day, dog. Hey, Mike's 42.
Get it.
Throwing on first down. Townsend steps away, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
10 Lobo. Yo. 61, matchbox lights. Ready.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Go.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
5.
To Johnson again. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
Yeah, baby.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, alert 3.
General West.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Wide. Get wide. Check.
Look at me. Door. 2.
Back to throw. Townsend. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And his kick here is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Box drop.
Safety's creeping.
Yep.
Pop.
Hey, exit. Yo, snap.
They'll set up to throw. This ball caught by his tight end, Wilson. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down.
Hey, echo.
Looking to throw. Man open. It's Goodwin. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd and 3. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 23 yards, the final tally.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Ready?
Back to throw again. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Second and 5. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Looking to throw. Townsend. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They're able to locate Wilson. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bills, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL.